let's go back to like the you're at the doctor's office, right?
Yeah.
So what was that feeling like for you when they like say if I'm the doctor and I'm like, Alex, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have thyroid cancer.
Literally in my head, I'm like, uh-oh.
You're like, uh-oh, like fucking Scooby.
Bro. Raggy, I got thyroid cancer.
The following is a podcast with Alex Wright, a fellow comedian here at Humber College. In the podcast, we talk about his experience getting thyroid cancer and how it made him realize that nothing matters. You would think this is very pessimistic, but it's not. It's actually very hopeful because through this realization, he knew that he could find his authentic identity. Because when nothing matters, the world is yours. I hope you enjoy the podcast. What up, fools? This is the Joe Pedrosa podcast, episode number 35. Today I'm here with Alex Wright.
Oh, how's it going, bro?
I'm doing great, Alex. How are you?
Oh, I could be better. 11 hours after drinking, buddy. I'm living the dream.
You living the dream? Yeah, you were drinking last night at St. Patty's. This is like, what day is it today? The 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a big drinker? It's like the first thing.
I was, until I pushed my limits.
What's your limits?
Well, my limit right now, even last night when I had that 1 liter of Smirnoff Ice, that fucking did it for me.
1 liter, that's like the full bottle, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but back in the day, that was nothing to me.
Oh, that was nothing to you. You just chugged that back,
yeah.
Bro. So, Alex, he's a comedian that's in the program as well with me. So, you're trying to focus mainly on stand-up, right? You don't really care about acting, or what's your thing?
The stand-up part of it is tricky, trying to travel around.
Yeah.
For me, since I'm a Scarberian myself.
East End.
Yeah. It's funny when Mark's like, you gotta go travel and fucking do stand-up. It's like, motherfucker, it takes an hour to get anywhere.
I know, right? Well, that's why I'm like trying to do videos and podcasts, because like technically you could kind of do it anywhere and like it lives forever.
Yeah.
You know, compared to, I don't know, stand-up. I don't know, just stand-up. And at least for me, stand-up gets me like super fucking nervous. You know? Like, I get the jitters and shit. You saw me last time when I was like, yucks. I was like fucking sweating.
You were so loud, like, hello, everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Like, wow.
Do you get nervous at all?
Yeah, but it's the fun kind of nervous.
Oh, okay, so it's like adrenaline. It's like excitement.
Yeah, because it's like, I know I'm going to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do. Sometimes they don't, and I'm like, fuck.
What do you do when they don't, when you bomb? Do you at least for me, I'm like very attached to my ego. And I'm like, oh, they didn't like that joke. I fucking bombed. No one fucking likes me. And then I like just go down into this fucking spiral of like negativity, which I'm trying to break out of now. You know, like dividing your work and your self. You know?
Yeah.
You feel like that at all?
When I bomb on stage, I'm very good at bouncing back.
Yeah. What's your like? How do you do that?
I just make like a quick comment, like, "Well, that sucked." Anyways, moving on, ladies and gentlemen.
You're like, that's called a bomb.
Yeah, because even the last time I did Yucks, I bombed, and I'm like, "Okay, whatever, guys," and then the audience just laughed.
Yeah,
it's better to end on a high note than a low note, obviously.
Oh, so that was like the very last thing you said?
Yeah, it was something because I just improv'd that whole last part of my set.
Yeah.
So it was the comment about being sober and high. So it's like, hey, when you're high, no, when you're sober, at least you know where your keys are. Silence. And I'm like, okay, never mind. Clearly, y'all don't fuck with that.
I like that. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Do you know where your keys are when you're high?
At least they're in my bag.
Yeah.
They're always in my bag.
Yeah. But what were you, because you're a bit older, you're like 21 right now. What were you doing like, because you didn't jump right into comedy right after high school, which is like 18, right?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, once upon a time, when I was 17,
yeah,
when COVID happened, I just went to work. I got a job. Did that.
Wait, were you finishing high school in COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So everything was online. They couldn't fail you anyways. That was like the thing. No.
Why?
I don't know. I guess that would have been bullshit.
Okay, because, yeah, it's online.
If they failed you.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, first of all, we're all suffering.
Yeah.
Everyone's dying.
Yeah.
So for the system, be like, hey, you didn't do this on time. You're not graduating. It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, of course. So yeah?
We didn't fucking do this.
Yeah, no, it was like no one's fault at all. But you were finishing high school, COVID just happened, and then you jumped right into work.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Scrapyard.
Oh, okay, so you're still at the same place
as
right now.
Yeah.
How was your experience at the scrapyard?
It did force me to become more sociable in a way, but...
What, scrapping the cars? Like, you talk to, like, the clients or something?
Yeah, talking to customers, coworkers, and it forces you to be more out there, which was difficult for me because I was always in the back of everything. I was always in the background of high school.
You know, you weren't like a social butterfly or anything?
I was to certain groups of people.
Yeah.
But not to everyone.
Okay.
I was never as outgoing to those that I did not know. If I knew you, I would fucking hit it up.
Yeah,
What's
you're
up,
tight.
homie?
Yeah.
If I see you walking down the hallway, I don't know you, as
just like straight
headphones in, Metallica, full fucking blast.
Yeah.
I'm going to band practice.
Yeah.
End of story.
Why is that? Like, you just grew up like not really wanting to be social?
It comes down to my experience with people as a kid.
Yeah.
To where I was very sociable.
As a kid?
Yeah, from kindergarten to grade 3. Grade 4 is when I got bullied a lot.
Why'd they bully you? I know all kids kind of get bullied, but like, was there anything specific?
Kids are dicks. There's never really a reason why kids do what they do.
Yeah.
They're just dicks.
Yeah.
And it's worse when it's your own classmates.
Yeah, of course.
Then you have trust issues. Then it comes down to who can I trust.
Yeah, right? And then you just like don't know.
And the teachers never gave a fuck. The principal was bad. I was stuck there for the entire school year. I was forced to wear uniforms. It's just you're confined. You're not allowed to be yourself.
Yeah.
So I fucking, in a way, unknowingly, kind of just hid myself away.
Okay, so you hid yourself to just kind of get away from like the system. You'd say.
Yeah, physically I'm here. Mentally I'm fucking somewhere else.
Where would you be mentally?
Wherever I could be in my own thoughts, talk to myself all the time.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of my ideas come from, and what the fuck I think, and my sketch writing, and the improv, and the, not acting, but stand up.
Yeah.
It's all in here. And I just pick the favorite things that I say or do. I throw it out there. Some people love it.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it, and I gotta live with that. Be like, okay, we are not the same.
Yeah, well, funny and unfunny comes from the same place. You know what I mean? In your head. It's just like I think people should just like let, Patrice O'Neill said this in like a feminist argument. He's just like, you should just let people just try to be, at least comedians, just let them try to be funny. Because that's what their job is. Their job is to try and make people laugh, but like, it's coming from the same place. So you never know if something's funny or unfunny.
Yeah. Once you put restrictions, then it's not really an art. It's more of like an institution of like.
Then it's like school.
Yeah, you're just in school again.
Yeah.
Trying to do something. Like, no, you gotta do it like this. No, we don't like that. No, take that out. It's like, well, how am I supposed to be me?
Yeah, exactly. That's like the whole thing. I was telling you before the podcast. I had to not post the podcast because someone wanted to protect someone wanted to be safe, you know, like in their image or whatever. And that's fair because like what comedians do, what I try to do is I try to push the envelope and goes like, say the things that need to be said, but like nobody wants to talk about. You know what I mean? Because like I think I'm just trying to understand human nature and just people in general and like why people do the things that they do. Kind of like moral philosophy in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. So you said you retreat to this world of this Alex world. Do you still do that right now? You'd say like when you're introverted and all that.
I go there now for creativity instead of comfort.
Yeah, okay.
I switched it up to where I'm there looking for ideas to be better, trying to like be funnier, trying to like break down what I can do to put my own mark on things. Be like, yeah, I did that. You know why? Because I thought of it in here, and it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Because really, it's more just like a massive fucking cloud of just
Insaneness?
non-stop voice talk and just keep going and going. I gotta stop it sometimes and pick whatever I can.
Yeah. Would you say it's kind of would you say it's detrimental at all to who you are? Like it's like a kind of like a evilness, because like I think most pessimism comes from overthinking. Like I was like in the gym today, just like overthinking about the like shit I've done in the past, and like I don't know if like everyone does this or just me. It's like I'm like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Like fucking Joe, you're such a loser. And then I would like talk myself out of it. Like, okay, Joe, you're not that bad. You're not a loser. You're just like overthinking right now. So does that ever happen to you? Like, do you think it's an evil or
I have my moments of like where I question whether or not is this worth it.
Yeah.
What I'm doing right now, is it really gonna make things impactful? Is it really gonna bring meaning?
Okay. So you care? Do you care most about meaning in your comedy? Would you say?
Not even just that, just in my life.
Okay.
I'm always trying to find the meaning of what is and what isn't, and what
matters and what doesn't matter.
Yeah, what's the connection?
So what matters right now to you? Like what's meaningful?
Right now, just fucking not take everything super seriously and try to find the balance of being aware that yes, you can't control everything, but your actions are controllable, and what you do can shift your path in life.
Yeah. It's kind of like taking responsibility for everything that happens to you.
Yeah.
In a way.
If you don't take responsibility, then
you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's like a choice. Like even not taking responsibility is a choice. You know what I mean? It's like if like a baby was like someone like ding dong dished and then left a baby on your fucking house, you know? It's like not your fault, but it's like your responsibility now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what type of responsibility or what type of choices do you think you're making in your own life right now that you're pivoting towards?
Being here is a choice.
Being like in the program or being like here right now doing this podcast?
Yeah, being the podcast, guys, is the best thing ever. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Being the program's a choice.
Yeah. Because it broke you out of the kind of scrapyard thing.
Yeah.
Did you find any was there a moment where you're like, I need more out of life when you're in the scrapyard? What was that feeling like?
It's just an endless cycle of just you're there and nothing changes. You do your job, get your paycheck.
Yeah.
Every day, Monday to Fridays, Saturdays, all year, and there's no growth.
Yeah. You didn't feel like you were growing at all in the
No.
Yeah, because like you're just breaking cars down, right?
Yeah, even though you can make good money, where's the joy coming out of that money?
Yeah.
Because there's always that argument, would you rather have a job you love and make shit money or good money in a job or whatever? It's like you need to find the happiness that what makes you enjoy your like life.
Yeah. And a lot of people, they get stuck in that thing where it's just like I did e-commerce for a long time, like 2 years. For like 2 years, I would like build these fucking scammy websites and then like sell like some random Chinese product, and then I'm like, what? There's no, This was back when I had like no morals. I just gave a fuck about money, but it's just like there's no value in that besides like wanting like money. You know what I mean? Versus like actually trying to express yourself creatively and like make a living off of that. You know what I mean? So you felt that shift of breaking out of the box, breaking out of like the system box.
Yeah, like I had to do something that brings joy and excitement and the unknown of like, hey, is it gonna be a good day? It has to be, mostly, maybe.
Yeah, what inclined you to comedy compared to anything else, like breaking out of the cycle?
with comedy, it's more just being yourself,
Yeah.
like unapologetically, and not really taking things super seriously in a sense. I sound like a broken record already.
No. I agree with you 100%. That's what comics are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But since we're on a loop right now, I asked you a couple questions before the podcast started. The first question I asked you, what theme of life are you going through in this phase? And you're trying to find your identity. What does that mean? What are you trying to what type of alchemy or what type of person do you think you are? What are you trying to be?
Well, I'm obviously trying to be a good person.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a shitty person like this guy.
Yeah,
Scamming motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. I learned a lot.
But with me, it still goes back to the trauma, I guess, of not trusting people. So I'm always different with who I'm with.
Okay.
That's like it's almost like 4 different me's. Like being here is different than when I am at work or when I'm with my brothers, my good friends.
Yeah.
And with the people that were last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's all different, like
versions of Alex.
Me.
Yeah, and then there's also the version just like when you're with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like we all create perceptions of like there's like 1,000 different versions of you right now living in people's brains.
Yeah.
Like my perception of you is different than like Chloe's perception of you or your work perception of you. So what would you say? Like how do you conduct yourself when you're with comics?
I'm trying to be more sociable. Trying to crack jokes, being more open-minded, not being so uptight.
Yeah.
Just trying to accept okay, this is what this person is. Do I agree with them in a lot of the things? No. Will I punch him out? No, because that's insane.
Yeah, just like in school, you just punch him out, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So, would you say you disagree with some people, like in the comedian, like in the comic world?
Well, I'm not really that active in the comedy world.
Yeah.
But even here, some views where I'm just I don't know about that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I want to go that far.
Like what?
Well, forcing religion on people.
Yeah, of course.
Is one thing I'm just who gives a shit?
Yeah, I know, exactly, right?
Religion.
The people at home. I respect your religion and shit, But yeah, I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, religion is more of a faith of trying to find meaning in life. Wow, callback. Yeah,
that's what we call a callback for you non-comedian folks.
Mark's gonna hear this this fucking idiot.
Yeah, I feel like religion is kind of, I think it's a system to be this is how you be a good person. I'm not shitting on religion at all. No. I think we all have something to kind of make sense, or at least give order to the chaos of what life is. You know what I mean? But it's also the 10 Commandments, the Quran, the Torah, I think. It's all this is how you be good. Or even Buddhism, this is how you be a good person. It all goes back to what you were saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, religion, you're not a huge fan of. I'm not
saying I hate religion.
Yeah. No, but you personally,
I won't look for it.
Yeah.
Because I don't need it right now.
Yeah. Do you ever feel how about not religion but God? Do you care about trying to find God or anything?
God is at the bottom at this bottle,
Yeah. He's not at the bottom of fucking Smirnoff Ice, bro. Yeah. You don't think about that at all?
I mean, as a kid, looking back at death, I would always pray to make sure my aunt or my pets are in a nice place
or in heaven.
Yeah
but
now it's well, they're obviously in a nicer place because the pain that they're in, it's no longer there.
Yeah, because life is suffering. That's the first noble truth in Buddhism. We're all suffering at something. We're suffering trying to be funny, suffering trying to make this podcast, but we get to choose our suffering.
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I had a friend actually a couple years ago. I was like a big believer in God and religion at the time, and he was an atheist, and I was like, why are you an atheist? Like, I don't understand. And then he's like, well, why do you believe in God? I'm like, well, when I die, I want to go to heaven. And then he was just like, so you want to be a good person so that later you can be in this place that's good. It's not like kind of selfish. Like you're doing something for something else. Like why not just be a good person?
Just do it for you.
Yeah, just do it for you, exactly. But yeah, that's so finding your identity. Is there any other parts? You're trying to be more sociable. What do you think that Alex just like when you're just by yourself, like not when no one there's no outside influences of your work or comics or like your friends, your boys, like what is like you who's Alex Wright, you know?
That's a question I ask myself a lot of the time.
You like look at yourself in the mirror at 3 a.m. You like wash your face. You're like, who am I?
Where are you?
Yeah.
Who am I? I'm very boring when I'm just by myself.
You think so? You're boring? No, every person's interesting.
Well, a lot of the times I'm always on TikTok or the YouTube, watching gaming videos. But even when I'm out in public by myself, I just observe people. Like I watch them.
Yeah. What do you watch them for? Like what are you trying to get out of it?
I don't know. Mostly just I think it'll come down to this creating like my own little like narrative about this person.
Oh yeah.
Even though I don't say it to people, but like, hey, I think you're a bitch. You make this much money. You married this guy, yet you're divorced. You have 5 kids, a dog, maybe like 6 cars, and maybe 2 houses.
Yeah. What is this like for? What like to create a kind of a story of like to help you in your comedy, or is it just like just for fun?
Mostly for fun, to keep myself sane. Because if I'm not talking in here or have some sort of story going on, then it's a very boring, mundane fucking life.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we all have to like try to find a way to like just keep life interesting, or else like if you don't keep life interesting, you can go down into this like fucking thing of like pessimism and like absurdism, or like, you know, like the Friedrich Nietzsche, he's like, God is dead and we have killed him. Like you can go into like fucking pessimism.
If there's no conflict, what's the story?
Yeah, that's literally like set of conflict resolution, bro.
Mind blown.
Is there like a story you tell yourself? Like we're all telling stories about ourselves, you know. It's like a Tony Robbins thing. Like if you tell negative stories about yourself, like, oh, if you call yourself a loser, you're gonna believe in it because it's a story you tell yourself. You're right. Is there a story you tell about yourself? A conflict you're trying to overcome, perhaps?
For me, it's to be mostly in a better way of life.
Yeah.
Trying to break out of the mold of what my upbringing is. Going from a family that was successful, had their own business, the business failed. Now we're just relying on just minimum wage job bullshit.
Yeah.
Trying to just get by in life as the prices go up.
Yeah. Inflation.
Trying to be at a level to where we're stable and not crumble under the weight of society, the politics.
Yeah.
Just bullshit stuff that could have been stopped. But hey, you know, some people don't know how to do their jobs properly in governments and politics.
How would we fix it?
I
know we're not politicians, but you know we can. I think comics are idealists who can dream. You know.
Yeah. For me, it's mostly just stop denying the fact of they're not denying the fact there's no problem, but actually doing something about the problem.
Yeah.
Like the government obviously has the power to be like, hey, we're gonna put a stop to this nonsense of the rent going up.
Okay.
Because they can easily just stop that. Be like, hey, we're capping it to this much, no more.
Yeah.
They never stop it. when it comes to inflation. Instead of having our money get tossed around like it's fucking nothing.
Like it's fucking poker chips.
Instead of helping other people out, which is good. It's good to help out other countries, but you gotta help within yourself.
Yeah.
Help in your own community.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just throw stuff away without there being like a stable, what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's like a stable fucking platform of like, hey, everything's great here. We can throw out some resources, but not too much to where our own citizens feel like they're fucked.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like it's a tough thing, especially kind of going into the creative business too, because like you're already kind of fucked. Just like even if you live a regular job, but then now us trying to pursue something like we might not make money in for the first 10 years, like we're even more fucked. Like how are we supposed to survive? Like how are we supposed to do anything fulfilling and creative and make a living? And you know what I mean? Like, do you ever think about the future of like yourself or like stability in this career?
Sometimes, because honestly, the dream of like, yeah, I could be on Saturday Night Live.
Yo, that'd be sick.
Host be like, welcome everybody to Saturday Night Live. I'm your honorary guest host, Alex Wright. Today we have a great show with my other co-host, Timothy Chalamet. Like,
yeah,
as much as that's like the dream, the reality is it has to be small to be big.
What do you mean by that?
Like, in order to get to this point, you got to start small over here. So
yeah,
it's more of just like, okay, you start out small, so you do these shows, you host, you do these back rooms, you do this, and then you push up more like, okay, now I have an agent. Now you do more shows, you do this, your name goes around. Okay, now I'm doing hosting and headliner stuff. You do more shows, you meet more people, meet more executives, you go up more. Like, okay, now I'm meeting bigger people in the community or even bigger people from the States.
Yeah.
You do more shows, you host, you get paid a lot more money, your name goes around more, you're big on the internet, and then maybe like a year or 2 years later, you're now considered famous.
Yeah.
In a way.
That's the dream, eh? That'd be so sick. But it's like, yeah, you're right. Like, we have to enjoy like being in the trenches of it all.
Yeah.
And just like loving the bomb, because the bomb is where you learn the most things. Or like,
it's the reality check. Like, hey, no one's gonna like you.
Yeah.
But you have faith.
Yeah.
If you have faith in it, it's possible.
And you have faith?
In a way. Like, I haven't written anything new.
Yeah.
But even just like the improv side of me, that's where the real humor comes from. The unknown of like, what's he gonna say next?
And it's all in your brain. It's racking like this. It's like the gears are churning.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second question I asked you, is there anything you're currently struggling with? I like to conflict. You remember you were talking about? It's another callback right there.
Oh, fuck.
You're struggling with thyroid cancer. That's what you were like.
Disclaimer, I've been opening about this for a long time.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like laugh and make fun of it and shit. Like, I'm not a fucking heartless person.
Okay, thyroid cancer. Let's talk about that.
So how did you get it? Like, is it genetics? It
is genetic from my dad's side.
Okay, so your dad has thyroid cancer as well?
Not him, but his aunt, and then her kids, which is my cousins.
Yeah.
And then my sister had it. And now I have it.
So did you have a feeling you were going to get it, like, before you got it?
To me, I don't know. My knowledge of it was more like a women problem.
Oh, okay.
Not really like a man.
Why is that? Because isn't a thyroid... A thyroid is a thing that's behind the throat. What's the thing?
The thing was the thyroid glands.
Is it a thyroid gland? Okay.
Yeah.
What purpose does it serve?
It produces the T4 and T3 hormones. That's like balance out your shit. I should know better, but I just don't. Okay, I'm a chemist, not a biologist. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you didn't have a feeling? It was because you thought it was like a woman.
Yeah,
problem?
that's how brain dead I was is when I was younger. This is more of a women problem.
Yeah.
No, it's a every person problem. Anybody can have it.
Yeah, and how? What are the effects since getting it you have experienced?
Like
You're not gonna die.
obviously not. I'm not gonna die, guys.
He's not gonna die. So you're good, you know? You're not like fully good because you got thyroid cancer, but you know, you're living.
Yeah, but the side effects for me, when I got diagnosed with it, literally, I can't remember, maybe it was like the next day. Because I remember I took the bus from Scarborough Town to Kipling.
Yeah.
Being on that bus ride, it was like almost like a weight release of just like, okay, I just don't care anymore.
Really? It's just the day after.
Yeah, that's more like a common thing with people that get diagnosed with cancer. They just give up. Isn't that like a thing?
Give up on life? Like, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna like give up in a good way. Like, I feel like there's two kinds of give up. Give up like, okay, let me just fucking do whatever now. Or like give up like, fuck. This is my life now.
It was more like that.
It was like, yeah.
It was more like that. Yeah, because I remember being on the bus and just feeling like the weight removed of just like, I don't fucking care anymore.
Like a sad give up?
In a way.
Yeah?
But it also is like more like a freeing thing because it's like, you have to accept it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I can't just live with this constantly in my fucking neck. Because eventually it'll just fuck me over one way or another.
Yeah. So like let's go back to like the you're at the doctor's office, right?
Yeah.
So what was that feeling like for you when they like say if I'm the doctor and I'm like, Alex, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have thyroid cancer.
Literally in my head I'm like, uh-oh.
You're like, uh-oh, like fucking Scooby.
Bro. Yeah. Reggie, I got thyroid cancer.
But yeah, what was going through you? That's all you went through your head? Oh.
Yeah, because I went with my sister.
Yeah.
And
your sister has thyroid cancer.
Yeah, she had it. She had it removed a long time ago.
It's something you can get removed?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something you just live with forever.
No, what the fuck?
Dude, I honestly thought you had it fucking forever.
Obviously, if cancer is in your body, you have to get it removed, no matter what it is.
So how are you getting it removed? It's pills.
No, they had surgery.
Oh, is it surgery?
Yeah.
When is your surgery?
Maybe next year.
Then you're going to be good.
Yeah.
Then you can't use the cancer card anymore.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't used it anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, so you had the feeling of uh-oh. And and your sister was with you. What happened?
I remember we called her mom. And then my mom called my dad. He was at work at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my mom was very upset about that. Because I'm a young man.
Yeah.
Who just now at 21... I just started my own fucking life, my adult life, and now I'm being put in this situation of, hey, you now have cancer. How do you push forward with that?
Yeah. And how do you?
I'm here every day. We crack jokes.
Yeah.
Have a smoke, clear my mind.
Yeah, trying to find the positive outside of the cancer.
Yeah.
Like just within your own life. And how's that experience been like for you? Do you still think about it every now and then? I know it's like attached to you.
Yeah, I go here, I'm like, man, I can't believe I have cancer in my neck. This is fucking insane.
Yeah, you just say that to yourself in your head all the time.
Yeah, cancer.
Yeah. Is that one of the fucking things that are rolling through your head?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. But mainly, what do you think about? You mainly think about positivity.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the show coming up.
Yeah, the show. So let's talk about the show a little bit. What are your thoughts on it so far? We've practiced it a little bit.
My thoughts on the show. Hopefully we have good sketches.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the slapstick.
No?
Not really. I don't know.
I don't think anyone's doing slapstick except Conan and I.
Yeah, just doing the Chips and Dale.
I know. Literally, we're just doing Chippendales, bro.
Doesn't he have to do the worm too?
Yeah, that's kind of funny though. I like. Yeah. But you wrote a sketch.
Yeah, my Hound Dog Blackjack sketch.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it. Whatever you're okay with sharing.
Yeah,
without it spoiling.
It was part of the homework.
Yeah.
And that was the write a sketch based on an invention. Yeah, so my original idea for it was Van Gogh, not Van Gogh, it was Picasso.
Yeah.
And how he paints with emotions, with different colors. And it was like a thing of like...
Was it Picasso who made that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was... I can forget his name. Fuck. It's in the sketch. His name's in the sketch.
Yeah, like Collinger or something.
No, it was Cassius Coolidge.
Yeah, Coolidge.
Yeah, that guy. And the original idea was have Picasso paint this portrait of something with different colors of how he's feeling. It comes out with like all the colors of the rainbow. So it cuts to like today in an art gallery, like two gay guys are like, oh my god, he was such ahead of his time supporting LGBTQ.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And then I thought about that. I'm like, well, how do I make that funny? I don't know. Then it's almost like I'm bashing the gay community in a way.
Yeah, of course, and it's like it's kind of like punching down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to punch up, guys.
Yeah.
Not down.
Punch up to the fucking man, bro. You know.
So then I looked up. Well, I could probably still do art. And I looked at famous art pieces, and I came across that.
Yeah.
The 6 dogs playing poker. I'm like, clearly this guy was on something when he fucking painted this. 'Cause you can't be sober thinking of this shit. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I wrote the sketch. It was 5 pages long. Presented it in class, and Paul loved it.
Yeah.
It's great. It honestly is one of like my best works in a way.
Yeah.
Because like he said, it's very Looney Tunes.
It is, yes, of course, yeah.
how they talk, where like the locations, how he keeps going to different places.
Yeah.
Like the house, the casino, the outside alley with the dog. Then you go to the cigar company that sent the letter to make him paint it. It's a very good story.
No, I love the story.
Crystal did not like the opening lines, though.
Why did she like it? What was the opening lines?
Shut the fuck up, you useless $2 no good whore.
Yeah, that's a pretty intense line.
Folks, the code of conduct does not exist in sketch writing.
Yeah, or in comedy in general. You know, we're trying to we're trying to just funny and unfunny comes from the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just don't know what it is until we like put it in front of an audience, and then we see if it's funny or if it's unfunny. You know what I mean?
I like when I yelled at during the fucking table read. Silence. Fucking no one said anything until I finished it, and then people started laughing, which was good.
Yeah.
I'd rather people laugh, be like, wow, this guy really hates women.
Yeah, and obviously you're not trying to portray... You're not that.
No.
You're just trying to do that as like a joke, just be funny.
Yeah.
And it's like a character, too.
Yeah, it's a character of the time, guys.
Yeah, of the time. Yeah.
I wrote it... Like, it takes place in 1903.
Yeah.
Clearly, they hated their wives in 1903, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, like in the 50s, were they like woman beaters back in the day? Isn't that the whole thing with a wife beater?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like times have changed, and like we're obviously, you know.
Equality is key.
Equality is key. We both love women. So like
now it sounds like we really hate women.
Yeah. But let's talk about dating and stuff for a little bit. You're trying to get back into the game now.
I've never been in the game. I've never been in the game, Joe.
Yeah, why? Wait, what do you mean by that? If you want to talk about it, I don't know.
All right. Well, I have had a few experiences with some of the women.
Yeah.
You know, mostly just kissing.
Yeah. Was there still like a certain story with it? If you want to talk about it, like, I don't want to put you on the spot right now.
I had a neighbor.
Yeah.
She was cool. Sometimes I see her dad a few times when he comes to like the yard.
Yeah. Was this the one in grade 4?
It did take place after grade 4. It was like the summer of 2012.
Yeah.
This is when I was moving from my not my current house, but the house I was living in to like an apartment building in Scarborough.
Mm-hmm.
And she was getting really like close to me.
Yeah.
Which I didn't fucking know why. I was like, oh, we get to hang out and play and chill. And then one day, she took me, like how the houses are set up where I grew up. It's like townhouses and they like a field. There's a big open field. And there's houses here. So you have like a walkway of just like grass and trees.
Mm-hmm.
And then my house is here. We went from my backyard to like the very end of like another house.
Oh, okay.
And she sat me down and I forget what we talked about. And then she just kissed me.
Mm.
To this day, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I got no I got no charisma.
But you're trying to learn it now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Why didn't you ever want to play the game? Does it go back to like just being a shy kid?
That and the fear of losing and rejection.
Yeah. What makes it so bad? Fear and rejection. It's kind of like bombing, you know? You have to experience rejection and all that. Experience bombing to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for entertainment purposes, yes, but personal growth is different.
You don't like failing, like personally, like self-improvement wise?
I just hate losing.
Yeah.
That's just a thing. Even when I play games to this day, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah? But you don't care with bombing.
With bombing, well, it's quick because, well, with bombing, I'm always bouncing back up. Like, all right, that sucked. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Subways are crazy.
Yeah, of course.
Jump into something else that might get the audience to be like, we'll give them another chance.
Yeah.
With rejection is like fucking firm and done. Like, I don't want to be with you. I have no interest. Leave me alone.
But isn't it kind of like, if you get rejected, it's just like it's like feedback. It's like, okay, so then I'm not attractive. So then I need to become attractive by doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? But it could also just be like no reason. Like you just don't know. Like they won't tell you. You know?
Say, well, I don't like your hair. My hair?
Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with my hair, bro?
Fucking thing's beautiful. Fuck you.
But the thing is, you like at the same time. Like, you can't be, like, a life-changing presence, an attractive person to one without being, like, a joke or, like, an embarrassment to others. You know what I mean?
It comes down to balance.
Yeah. It comes, like, if you're just expressing yourself in, like, in any way, like, you're gonna come off as, like, I have this whole thing where people either love me or hate me, you know? Like,
yeah.
And it's because I think I just talk so much and I express, like, truth and like I used to do tour guiding like on these big buses of like 50 people. Half of them hated me and half of them loved me. Like one girl was like I'm not like I talked to her roommate. She was like, I'm not tipping Joe. And then she's like, why? And then she was like, because I hate how he walks around smiling so much. Like, he has such a smug smile. Like, he's trying to get away with something. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just fucking smiling. Like, I'm just trying to do my shit.
Some people don't like it when you're better than them.
Yeah.
Some people would rather be like, wow, we're shit. Come to our level and fucking suffer with us.
Like, come fucking, bring him down. I'm like...
Say, no, come with me so you can be happier, you dumbass.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to be better than anyone. It's like, I understand my own faults. Like, I'm still like a... Like, I call myself a loser because I realize the shit that I do that I'm like, wow, I shouldn't have done that. But, like, I'm trying to get better. But, yeah, I understand, like, people try to bring you down and all that, you know? Do you ever feel that? Like, people try and bring you down?
No. I'm around people that like to bring me up.
Yeah, to, like, elevate you, right?
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to have people who I call my brothers,
Yeah.
my sisters,
Mm.
my fellow Humber comics.
Yeah, the comics, bro. So, do you still fear rejection then?
No, because now I have the mindset of just accepting, like, okay, maybe this person may not be right for me, or they'll think that I'm right for them.
Yeah, that's the great way to look at it too.
Because you don't want to force something
Yeah.
that will just eventually just eat you from the inside out.
Yeah, rejection's good because it keeps people apart who are like not meant to be together. You know what I mean? Like I've had like this girl a couple months ago. She like looked at my tattoo here that says "You Matter," which I'm getting removed. And she just started fucking like she was into me too, and then she just started roasting it. And I was like, okay, like this girl like doesn't align with my values. Like I shouldn't even like bother trying to be with her. And then I got her number after, you know. I didn't listen to my own advice, bro. You know.
Oh my god.
But now I didn't message her.
The blindness of you wanting to fucking be with someone is just so powerful.
Yeah, I know. Bro, love is like some type of fucking like glasses that like just makes you do the stupidest fucking things. Like just makes you just act on your own emotions. You know what I mean?
Like when I was, this is gonna get some very personal stuff into this part. Speaking of attracted to people, I was attracted to one of my friends.
Yeah.
For the longest of time, because even though I haven't seen him since COVID, during the pandemic, we hang out once. It was the summer of 2021, and I knew there was something different about her.
Yeah. What did you think it was different?
I don't know. It was like her attitude, how she like carried herself. There was like something that was drew me in a way. I was like, And I thought about it, and I started to like be more like obsessive about it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really real love. It was more just
like a huge crush and infatuation.
That's what it is. Infatuation, which we learned in GNED.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he brought it up, I'm like, that was me with this person.
Yeah.
And then it was like that for a year, which I was going to tell them, like, hey, I have a crush at a party. But I ended up leaving early. And I'm more of a person that has to express how I feel.
Yeah.
Or it will just fucking
eat you inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just going insane. And then I just texted them about it. And they were very, like, respectful, being like, oh, that's nice. But at the same time, you know, I'm not looking for the relationship. I'm not into men.
Oh, okay.
Which, that was a clear fucking flag. But I'm so stupid and blind that I just want to be like, nah, there's hope.
Yeah.
There's hope. There's no hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, I've had a similar thing where, like, I was friends with, like, this girl for, like, 2 years. And then, like, I didn't say anything because I was too scared. But it's, like, it goes back to the whole thing of, like, the fear of rejection, you know? It's good that you took the step forward to express how you feel.
Yeah, and then the biggest problem was letting go of how I felt.
Oh, yeah.
Because now that feeling is attached to the friendship. And then to me, it was like, well, if I killed this feeling...
You're killing the friendship as well.
Yeah, even though we're still friends to this day. I saw her last night. We had a great time.
Yeah.
It almost came down to, well, I don't want to feel like I'm pushing this person away. Because if it's like that, then they might take something out of context. Like, oh, maybe Alex thinks he's better without me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm very much independent of people.
Yeah.
And I can't just be by myself half of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But after a while, like days, like months would go by, and slowly, each day or each week, I would start to lose
the feeling
of that fake love, and just go back to the basic friendship, which is
that's great.
Which is more beautiful in a way.
It is. Like for me, I couldn't stay friends. I had to stop being friends altogether. Like it just hurt too much. Like seeing like in your head you're like, you should fucking be with me, bro. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, it's painful in a way because you like see them all the time and then you're like, you know, I don't know. It's like this feeling of like a bit of anger, a bit of bitterness, like everything mixed together, a bit of love still. Like hate and love are like the same emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like,
it's two emotions that are pushed forward with this idea of like power behind it, of like what you want to do.
Yeah.
One's builds and one destroys.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. I'm glad you were still able to keep her as a friend.
Yeah, because now like, I see it more as like a brother-sister relationship.
Yeah.
Which it makes it even more fun, in a sense, in a way.
Yeah, because you still have, like, what we're all looking for is a human connection at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know? We have about 10 minutes left on the podcast, so I want to ask you, like, a question, then another question. The last thing I said to you was the ultimate truth. What ultimate truth have you realized? You said that anything is possible and nothing matters. What do you mean by that? What's possible in your realm?
In my realm, well, people say in order to do stuff, you need money to get in life. Which, yeah, you need money in order to do the things you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly like a mind game. It comes down to what you want to put your mind to and what you want to do that makes it possible.
Yeah, it's like kind of like the law of attraction in a way.
Yeah.
Like if you think positive, if you plant a seed of positive thoughts, it just grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me to be like, I suck at comedy, I'm not going to fucking be good here, then obviously I'm going to write shitty sketches, have shitty stand-up.
Yeah.
Have no ambition to be here almost.
So you think I'm the funniest fucking person alive? Or like you think, like what do you think to get in the mindset of anything is possible?
It all comes down to like growing up, like who I looked up to. Like a lot of the YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Vanos Gaming. They're just regular people that had an idea. And now the idea is like its own entity.
Yeah.
Separated from themselves.
Yeah.
Like how Jacksepticeye is different than Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Markiplier is different than Mark Fishbach. Mm-hmm. Vanos Gaming is different than the guy Evan, who now makes his own music. And he separates his own things.
But they're the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like kind of like Joji and the pink guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Joji and pink guy.
Yeah. So are you trying to separate your ideas and yourself?
Yeah. But when I'm on the stage, it's everything that I am into one, and I just shoot it out. Yeah.
It's like that's kind of like what I'm trying to do with this brand, you know? It's like my ideas through videos and through podcasts. So it's great that you're doing that. What values are you trying to shoot out, would you say?
Loyalty, trust, and gratitude are like the ones.
Gratitude, yeah.
Are the ones that are important to me in a sense.
Yeah, that's good. That's great values, Alex. The last question I wanted to ask you before I want to talk about this for a little bit. It's a kind of like a two-parter. The first question is, do you think there's a meaning to life?
In order to find the meaning, it comes down to what you do.
Yeah.
Because you're put here from your parents. You go through school. You go through high school, go through college, and you're out. Then, okay, what do I want to set my ambitions and my goals to? And that's the game of life in a sense. You decide, from this point on, I'm doing this. How do I get there? Well, you start off small, you go big.
Yeah. Essentially what we were saying earlier about how like it's like all like little steps to get to where you want to go.
It's your job to find the meaning in life, not people telling you what it is.
Yeah. And your personal meaning.
Yeah.
What would you say is your personal one that you hold near and dear to your heart, that you think about? Do you have like a personal
that I am
mantra?
the one that's in charge of the story. No one else. You can tell me what to do and what I can do and suggest things, but I decide if I want to take that and apply it to my own life.
It's like improv in a way. You're like,
yeah. Audience, can we get a location, please?
Can we get some I'm like Scarborough.
Scarborough. Wow.
I'm like, can I get a job? I'm like, scrapyard.
Wow. This is my life.
Yeah. But you're trying to alter your story so it's like perfectly fits with your personal meaning.
Yeah, because I can't just work dead-end jobs.
Yeah, because then you'll just feel unfulfilled and you feel like you're dead.
Then you're miserable and you hate yourself. And then when you hate yourself, it goes into bad habits of eating and narcotics and alcohol.
Yeah.
Which then destroy your life. Now you have health problems.
Yeah, even though you drink. You just finished drinking like last fucking yesterday, bro.
Yeah, it was a good time. I will say that.
Yeah, but I 100% agree. Like, I think self-improvement, like a lot of people want to change the world, right? But it's just like, you can't. Like, it's hard. There's fucking 7 billion people here. But you can change the world just by changing yourself. Being a better person, having good values, and living autonomously through it, you know?
Yeah, it's like a domino effect. The one small piece will eventually knock over the tall, fucking 7-foot tall piece.
Yeah.
It all depends on when you want to do it and how you want to do it.
Yeah, and you're on that path right now.
Goddamn right.
That's a perfect way to... I want to ask you one question, but you kind of answered it already. If you have any final remarks of it, what advice would you give to people trying to find meaning in their own lives?
Well, I guess it's just how I said it. It comes down to what you want to do personally. Like, do I want to go into this field?
Yeah.
Of like business, an architect, or into the arts, or maybe into like fucking blue collar stuff.
Yeah.
It comes down to what your interests are and do you love it? Because if you don't love it, then you're not going to get the best satisfaction off of it. You heard it here, folks.
That's the perfect way to end the podcast. Thanks for watching the podcast. Stay on Average Fools. Thank you for watching the podcast. If you're interested in viewing any of my comedy content,
if you could survive 100 days of being strapped in a chair while droplets of water hit your face periodically, while we only feed you through a tube directly to your stomach, then we will pay for your cancer treatment and give you $100,000. Does that sound like a plan, Alex?
What the hell is wrong with you?
No! Come on!
listen, we've been through this. Just because I'm a pediatrician dealing with severely ill children doesn't mean you can't have a bad day tasting ice cream at the ice cream factory. Then you can view it on Patreon for only $5 a month. Also, I'm having my end of the year comedy show April 15th, Comedy Bar West at 7 p.m. If you're interested, if you're free, come down to Comedy Bar, come see me do some comedy. Fill out the form below and I'll see you there. First come, first serve. Thanks for watching. Stay on Average Fools.